race. Oh,
It'll be fun.
gonna
My
be
audio isn't included.
interesting over there.
Yeah. Don't know how I'm going to go at Mexico. I haven't done a 50% there, or here, for that matter.
Oh, by the way, I
Should be
went
interesting.
live, so don't forget
Yep,
to include the audios.
it is included. I am here. I'm just going to give us a listen, see if I can hear us. Yep, I can hear both of us. Good stuff. Rogie, we are on. Alright, and we're down to 13 again. Okay, awesome. What the fuck? Whoops. There goes the YouTube video. Nice one, Jishua.
Oh dear. Oh, don't worry. I uploaded the two T4 and T2 OCE videos this morning, and both T1 that went out tonight and T2 that comes out later got copyrighted. When I have a look, it was from FLM saying that we used footage from practice 2.
Oh.
Yeah, so apparently I'm that good of an editor. We actually used the real life Hungarian practice 2 clips.
Wow.
Even though
We're talented.
even though I did zero editing.
Wow. They're on it, eh? They really do force the
F-
matter, old F1.
FOM, absolute, not fantastic if someone's watching from FOM, which I doubt, but you never know.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
What can we talk about USA? What's a good topic about USA?
The introduction of free races there. That's a big one.
Nah, that's. I mean, Japan was.
Has been spoken about before. So.
Japan was sushi, so what can we talk about USA?
Burgers.
Oh, I know.
I think this is everybody, eh? Pretty sure. Simon. Oh yeah, ready up. Send the message out, eh? Ping the chat.
It ready up.
Or let's go racing.
Yeah.
I love that flag emoji. I've got to stop with the emojis, eh? I'm over the top of that. That's everything I say has to have an emoji attached.
Still F1 2015. That is banterous. Oh, I've got an ad. Oh yes.
Awesome. You didn't need to see the chat.
Oh yes, we have an ad. Sparky's in the chat saying "Goat commentators." Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about there, Sparky.
Both.
The best movie of all time is actually Waking Up. No, it's Top Gun. If you don't know Top Gun, then you don't have a childhood. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages, welcome back to Rapid Racing League AUS DIV 4. And I'm not getting in trouble tonight, I promise you that. And we're here for round number 5 for the USA Grand Prix. And I am joined by my fellow co-commentator, Mr. Goat himself, Mr. Jishway. Jish, how we doing?
Good. Good to be back again. We're at USA. We got some decent numbers, better than I was expecting, so I'm happy with that. Good to see all the lads out here. Should be interesting. Looks like it's a bit cloudy out. Might get a bit of rain. I don't know. See how we go. How you travelling, Fry?
Yeah, well, a lot better than what it was last week. Battled a little bit of COVID, so that's why I didn't commentate Div 3 last week. So, and also America League race that I usually do on a Wednesday morning. As we're finally into the session, we've got a grid of 14, but it's still a good enough grid here tonight. But yeah, no, battled bit of COVID, and
Yeah.
yeah, was
How'd you fare? How was it? Did it hit you pretty hard, or?
no, not really. Just the minor symptoms. Like I did have a bit of a headache, but nothing too crazy. As I said, I didn't do America or Div 3 last week. Did OCE the next night, and I was right as rain. And also, I did T1 for OCE as well. So I did T3 Thursday, T1. What's it call it? OCE. So, yeah, it was big interesting as nobody's going out on the medium strat, which is big interesting. Stroke race will be the first one out. We've got a one lap ride along with Scotty. Alright, just we gotta remember that come the race, but we'll do it at a random point in the race. Just gotta remember. Sparky on the mediums, the only one on the mediums, by the way. Big interesting.
What about
So,
strat?
well, you rather it should it's depends on your setup because the softs will overheat a lot, especially in that first sector. So, yeah, I think the better strategy is the mediums here at USA.
Yeah, I agree. The softs really cooked through the first sector here. I found that out the hard way doing a little practice race about an hour ago and ended up in the wall. It's fun. But yeah, no, it's probably. What do you reckon? A two-stop around here, probably.
Yeah, or you could do the one stop of hards to mediums or mediums to hards. I mean,
Yeah, the hards aren't a bad tyre around here.
mate, I had my pace on the hards last night. They were quicker than the softs. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I chucked them on in that trial race I did, and they felt really good. So, as Stroker is invalidated in this lap and the next lap, that hurts. That really hurts. He's run wide on the final corner exit. And yeah, may as well just chill out this lap and do an in lap as Green Goats. Yeah, he's underway.
yeah. So we'll take an onboard lap with Green Goats as Jishway will be having a talk about the standings.
Yes. So we'll bring them up. Don't forget our onboard lap with Scotty. It's on an out lap now. I will get to the standings real quick. So, seems to our championship standings. Got a new leader at the top. Yeah, it's Panache, who's not going to make it tonight, so I don't know how well that's going to hold out. Might not have that lead by the end of tonight, unfortunately, but he's leading on 70 points. Scotty Mack has moved up into second, 65 points. I'm a Bird, 59. Wash Full, 39. Benno, 31. Izzy, 18. Sparky, 12. Kano, 12. So they're in a little mini battle down the bottom there. Phoenix, 10. Evil Blade, 10. Chase, 6. Coffee, 6. Gumbo, 6. War Machine, 6. Jesus. A lot of sixes going on. Flex, 4. Kirko, 2. Stroker, 1. And the rest yet to score points in Boulder Eater, McNeils, and Pricey, who is yet to join a race. So I'm probably going to move him to reserves next week. Possibly fill a full-time seat. We'll see how we go. But that's the championship lead at the moment. And in constructors, we got a new leader as well. Aston Martin's taking the lead at the top on 99 points. Aston 77 in second. Alpine, wow. Used to work at Alpine on 65. Mercedes 56. Alfa Romeo 45. Williams 18. AlphaTauri 12. Ferrari 10. Red Bull 10. And McLaren on 8 with all teams scoring points now after AlphaTauri got their first points last week. Got a haul of 12 points. Not a bad weekend out for them to start their scoring. And that's it. That's our championship at the moment. That's what we got. So, big night for Scotty if he can put it on top. He will definitely take lead of the championship and extend it a big way with no I'm a Bird and no Panache here tonight.
Yeah.
And, leaves the door open for Benno and who else? Sorry.
Scotty.
Benno and the Wash Full.
Oh yeah.
Leaves the door open for them to get involved in the championship fight. So, yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah, it's 100%. I mean, Sparky's in P4, 34.9. He can obviously go a little bit quicker than that. But yeah, should we address the elephant in the room where a packet of 2-minute noodles decided to give different teams different badges?
Yeah, he even switched around a couple drivers on us. He's really done us a mischief this week, old Noodles. He's really made a mess of the old drivers' standings board. Or not the drivers' standings, sorry, the constructors. Where the AlphaTauri's got a nice Ferrari badge and the Ferrari's got a nice Red Bull badge. I'm sure they'd be real happy about that, Noodles. Red Bull's now McLaren, and McLaren's now AlphaTauri. So good one, Noodles. Congratulations, you're an egg.
Yeah, yeah. I think
made an absolute mockery of it.
The 2 minutes was well past due, and Noodles went for the extra minute of flavour, but nah, well, it was not great at all. Benno's on his lap. So Grogos went quicker with a 33.3. A Washful in P2 with a 33.7. Scotty P3 with a 33.9. Gumbo P4 with a 34.7. Sparky P5 with a 34.9. George P6 with a 35.7. Scotty Mac now goes to the top with a 33.2. You don't want to be starting on 2-lap old softs. You don't want to be on 2-lap old softs. And Stroke Race is in P8, sorry, with a 37.0. And Boulder in P9 back in the Ferrari seat with a 39.3. Obviously, Boulder will be going a little bit quicker than that. Still went on Flex, War Machine, Benno, and the 2 McLarens to put in a lap time. Benno probably going to be in the pointy end, you would think, as Gringos is back into the lane. George has only done the 1 lap. Goffey on the mediums. So if you're outside, if you haven't put on a time yet, would you just come in? Oh, there we go. Benno goes to the top with a 33.2 as well. Kirko goes up into P9, which I'm expecting he will be getting pole and getting into the 1 minute 29s. Is what I'm predicting for the young McLaren driver.
Yep.
Gumbo's retired. He's actually crashed at the final corner.
Oh, Sparky's around too. Having a few spinners here. Rain, is there? I can't see any rain. No, it's not raining.
No rain. Just,
old track temps.
Yeah, the traction here at this place, it's it's not the greatest.
Yeah, it's easy to cook the tyres, especially the rears around here, and find yourself oversteering into a wall, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a little bit of a mistake from Flex. That where I did the exact same thing last time, still didn't get validated. And across the line, Flex goes up into P8. Yeah, that he lost some time as War Machine goes up into P7 with a 34.8. And Goffey, Sparky's also retired. I think he's crashed into the pits.
Oh, yeah, he's outbraked himself into the pit lane by the looks of that. See if we can see what's going on here with Benno. I don't know if he's still going to be there or not.
Well, Benno's 3 tenths up here. This will be into the 32s.
Oh, yep. He's hit the pit wall.
Oh. 32.6. Oh.
That's skipping Div 3. That's straight to Div 2, mate.
Mate,
that's for next week.
that's straight to Div 1, mate. Nah, that's straight to esports.
Yep, that is a belter of a lap. That is. So we got Claps in the chat. How you going, Claps? Gumbo saying he's never pitted at USA. Sharp turn into the pits, as Sparky just found out. And Sparky, yep, cursing himself in the chat as well. So, yep, you're an egg. Nice one.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Sparky could be in with a chance of just starting in the mediums. So you got Kirko, Stroke, Boulder, and Goffey outside the 10. I mean, Flex and George are right there.
Yep.
Sparky could be within a chance of starting in the top 10 on the mediums.
Yeah, not a bad shout. And if not, if he does get knocked down a few spots, he might get the second P1 on in 11th. So
Yeah, and with the shortened grid, it won't be as bad considering what happened at turn 1 last night. That was scary, with cars in front going full wide and a wild Ferrari going down the inside and hitting 17 people ahead of us. It's
oh no,
wasn't the greatest.
yeah, that sounds a bit messy. I'll be honest. Also, I forgot to make a mention of this. We got Jords. I'm going to call him Jords because that's what he's known as in Discord. A debutant in the Haas tonight, reserving. So, shout out to George, cruising around in P10 at the moment. Just comes into the pits there. Welcome to Rapid.
Didn't George race Div 3 last week?
I don't think so.
I could have sworn there was talk of him racing last week.
I can double check. I can have a look if you want, but I don't think he did. Troy has just called my bluff. I'll have a look. I'll check. If he did, then he'll be in the reserves. So, nope. Nope. This is his debut, I believe. That was J-Rad last week.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He did well, actually. Finished P2 on his second race for Rapid. Him and old Kangaroo are just tearing away in the Mercedes for the constructors at the moment. So they're doing really well. So, yeah. Considering we're in second in the Hasses, I'm just not going to say anymore, because nothing else I have to say is nice about it. So, yeah. Have we done our lap with Scotty?
No, I thought the one lap onboard was for the race.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Sure.
the one lap right along. I did see it. It was I did mention it.
Clappy.
Yeah. So Goffey is the next one to set a lap time, coming towards the hairpin on the back straight. Let's have a look at his middle sector. It's a 1:04.7. Oh, apparently keeps that within track limits. So there we go, chat. Hence, what the Crash Sportsbet has him $1.05 favourite. Well, it's got Kirko as a $1.01 favourite to win the race, so it can happen. We've seen some strange things as Goffey goes up into P11 with a 36.3. I think Sparky could be within a shout here of starting on the mediums. George and stroke race is invalidated. He's only up 2/10 anyway. But
yeah, it's a good shout, I reckon. Flexo can still improve, I reckon. Yeah, most of the bottom can. Stroke race, yeah, he's invalidated, but he's got pace as well. So, and George, we don't know much about him, but he's just beginning a lap now. So, yeah, I guess we'll see if he's got any more pace in there.
Scotty Mac, half a tenth down. Still needs to find at least 6 tenths. Green Goats is 2.5 tenths behind Benno. Oh, whoa, Scotty Mac. Now, this would have been ideal to have Kylie Minogue here, but yeah, and Goffey, that is his first shot. As the Rapid people will know in the Discord, that is the Frizzy Bingo. Actually, Scotty Mac did find some time in the final sector, ironically, and he still stays P3. Like 60 hundredths of a second.
Yeah, nothing between him and Goats.
Oh dear. Well, that luckily neither of them got a 5-place grid penalty, but I'm thinking Flex might have got some wing damage because of that. Well, that is going to ruin the Red Bull's lap. With only 2 minutes and 50 odd seconds to go, it's not great.
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. It's not. He definitely hasn't got time to come around and pit again, so it's going to hurt.
George's gone for another lap, which is interesting.
Yeah, he invalidated the last one, unfortunately.
Stroke race goes up into P10. 2 lap old softs. You don't want to be starting on 2 laps. The tyre wear is just going to eat you alive.
Yeah, you'd want to be hoping for an early safety car. Try to get off him. Always invalidated.
Yep.
Scotty's in, so that's Scotty done. It's going to be it for him. He's happy with where he is, sitting in P3 at the moment. So we've got George on a lap at the moment, only one running currently.
War Machine's on mediums. Now, he's done his time on the softs.
If he thinks he can improve and get on the meds, then yeah. Oh, we've lost Blade.
I think
he's just retired in the pits, yeah.
Oh, Flex says develop this and next lap. That's his quality done.
That's gonna hurt. Yeah.
That's his quality done.
Yep. That's terrible. That is unlucky, that. George comes around. He validated around here somewhere last lap too, so hopefully he can keep it clean. Looks like he has. Beautiful. Second last corner there. Hard on the brakes into the last. Oh no!
He would have improved anyway, but that's him done because he has no ERS to play with.
Yep.
Scotty's done. This is a massive opportunity for Benno. If he can nab pole, I need to know what Gringo's first sector is. He's up. What's Benno's middle sector? Is he up? He's down a 10th and a half.
Ooh. Oh, it's raining.
No, it's not.
I said, what the hell? Alright, don't worry. It's not raining. It's not raining. That's where I saw a little bit of rain then. Anyway. I'm tripping.
Let's have a look at Benno. Final corner. And that's it. Quali is now done. Across the line. Benno does improve to a 32.4. And Gringos has lost a lot of time. He is 2 tenths down on his time. He needs to find at least maybe a second just to nab pole position. What's War Machine? He is up, but he's also invalidated, so that's him done. Sparky is in within a real good shout here of staying in the top 10 on those meetings, which he needs. And Gringos, he does not improve. Flex is up. What's Goffy? Middle sector. He's half a second up. It's a 35.8, which is not good enough. And Boulders, oh, he was up on his time. Let's have a look at Flex. Big Flex. War Machine crosses the line. He does not improve. Oh, Flex is invalidated, so that's all back confirmed. Sparky will be starting in the top 10. And Goffy's going to come in. He's bailed out. And Boulder is bailing out as well. That's it. So Benno gets pole position for the USA Grand Prix. Goffy has retired from the session. So this is a big opportunity for Benno. So it's Benno from Gringos, from Scotty Mack, from Awash, Evil Blade P5, Gumbo Kebab P6. This a good solid start for the Alfa Romeo lads, 4 and 6 with Evil Blade in the middle It's the Williams 7th and 8th Flex P9 Stroke Race P10. Believe that could be his first top 10 of the season. And outside the 10, we've got George, Goffey, Kirko, and Boulder. But George, Goffey, Kirko, and Boulder, you'd probably be expecting mediums or hards with those, from any of those four. I don't think the softs is going to be the way to go for either of them.
Yeah, no, you'd want to get on those hards or mediums and try to run as deep into the race as you can. Try to make it a one-stop. I think that would be the strat. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, though, with safety cars and that sort of stuff. So, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
from what I know, you always say safety cars aren't that great around here.
Okay, so they don't come out as often as you expect, sort of thing.
They're kind of, it's kind of like, it's kind of,
situation.
yeah, it's kind of like a Monaco situation. I mean, I got very lucky with a safety car, even though I bought it myself still. But yeah, it wasn't great. But yeah, I've done many league racing here at USA, and safety cars just do not come out. Even with full grids, that it just doesn't come out. So
yeah, it's a weird track for that, because you'd think surely, yeah, fair enough.
So Pajala and whoever's doing Div 3 tomorrow might want to put up the safety cars to increased, just in case.
Yes, try to entice them to come out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're going to get ready for Formation Lap, and we are going to play the prediction game, which I used to play for another RRL many, many moons ago. Well, two of the four went the way I thought, but the other two, yeah, it's not the right way to go. But yes, going back to what I was saying before, the prediction game is where I ask my commentator who is going to be the race winner and surprise podium here tonight. Jishway, the floor is yours.
Race winner. Benno's been so close the last 2 weeks, and I know it's a safe bet, and it's not really a bold prediction, but I think he's going to bring it home tonight. He's been unlucky the last 2 weeks. I think he's going to get it in the bag tonight. And my surprise podium, crowd favourite, the Messiah himself, War Machine. I think he can put it on podium tonight. So yeah, that's me. That's where I stand at the moment. What about yourself, Fro? What do you got? What do you guys got in the chat? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the chat who do you think is going to be race winner and surprise podium. Well, Kirko's odds now have just shot out to $151 to win the race because he went on to the wrong tyre strategy. I'm going to say Sparky's going to win this race.
Ooh.
The only man in the top 10 on the mediums. There's obviously going to be an absolute chaos at the front. And that is what I'm predicting. Ben and Gringos need to slow down here. Otherwise, they're going to have really cold tyres. And it's too late because now they're up to the start-finishing line.
Yeah, Scotty Mack's double bluffed everybody here. There's a huge gap between the front two.
No, Ben and Gringos have just taken off.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, I thought Scotty was holding them up a little bit, which is tactical.
They've just taken off.
Fine.
Scotty Mac's done the correct thing here.
We'll have nice warm tyres to start them.
Surprise podium. Let's give the man on debut some love. I reckon George. Surprise podium here tonight. So I've gone for a Sparky win, George podium. You have gone for a Benno win and a War Machine podium. Chat, let us know. Give us your thoughts. We've got Sparky surprise podium. He's in a good position if he stays out of trouble. Henchman Evil Blade surprise winner. Well, okay. Okay, that is interesting. And as we get ready for 5 red lights for the USA Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go. Benoff gets off to a fantastic start going down. There's going 4 wide. They're going full wide, and the Alpine's just overtaking so many cars. There's contact, and the Haas has been caught up into the incident. I think it was Gumbo. Yes, it was. Stroke Race is down into P8. Sparky's into P. Oh, George and Sparky have collided. That's probably wing damage. You would think, and there's yellow flags every which way. I think Sparky's got wing damage. George has got wing damage. Gumbo's got wing damage. War Machine's all over the place like no tomorrow. And the top three have already pulled a second gap. But Bano's nearly a second ahead already of Green Goat. Scotty Mac right behind. Green Goat's looking for a move. Potentially lead of the championship. Not sure what the gap is between Ben and Scotty Mac is. I'm sure we get an idea later on. And Evil Blade is now slowly but surely catching up to Flex and a Wash. Not sure what happened with that Alpine. I'm thinking it was Stroke Race maybe going 4 wide, setting on the inside at turn 1.
Yeah, he went the full computer spec start where you just cut halfway up the grid on the inside, so that was interesting. I don't know, we might see that at the Stewards, we might not. He stayed on the apex, I'll give him that much. He didn't exactly send it into the middle of everybody, so I think just 4 wide into that corner is just asking for trouble. It was always going to end badly, I guess. So as we've got Gumbo's in, Sparky's in, George is in, George is in the wall, he's hit the pit wall. It's really hard too.
5-second penalty, and Green Goats nearly hits the back of Bano. Richie Bano. The lovable maestro that he is. Still holds on the P1 with Scotty Mac right there. And Wash is 1.5 seconds behind, so he's got some clear air in and around him, but Green Goats is all over a shot here. Well, Scotty Mac goes to send him around the outside of the hairpin. Green Goats does not leave him any room. Gotta leave the space, and Green Goats and Scotty Mac probably with the same amount of traction. And here comes Scotty. Oh, they're both using the ERS. Benno's not using. I don't think he's using his. No, he's not. And Scotty Mac going looking down the inside of Green Goats and still hold station. Oh dear, that could have been disaster for the Alpine man. And a Washful now, slowly but surely catching back up.
Yep.
Sparky's on
and
the
fighting in front. It's helping him.
On the hearts, he's probably thinking going to the end, which they can go to the end. The Hearts can go to the end from this point on, barring any safety cars. And Scoppy and Kirko are getting
fighting it out. Yeah,
friendlier.
Good to see. Good little friendly battle here going on the back.
Now,
the last 2 points paying positions.
Will we see a McLaren team order with DRS enabled? I doubt it. Goffy's got the gap. But we go back on board with Scotty and Green Goats. Green Goats just doesn't have the downforce in this first sector.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of time through there, and he's not in DRS range of Benno either. That's going to hurt him.
Nah, he
just missed out.
Yeah. Green Goats using his ERS, and Evil Blade and Flex going side by side at the hairpin. And there's big War Machine. Flex, Evil Blade gets the move done, and he has DRS as Scotty Max up in the P2. We caught the back end of it, and they're still going side by side. Scotty Mac pushes what's his name? Green Goats out wide, and Green Goats down the inside holds on. And now Benno's just pulled out another gap. But the Wash just cannot get within a second of these two battling. And the dirty
air.
They're
going at it.
Oh!
I don't know if he wants to get close enough.
Scotty, Green Goats is looser than a nail in a fork, which makes absolute no sense. But we will continue it, and now Green Goats is flashing. He has no ERS, and Scotty Mac takes advantage of it. He goes very deep. He's gone off into NASA. And Green Goat says, thank you very much. I'm taking Pete to the bank, as I need to take money out for groceries. You have like Sector 3, I think it's Sparky. Sparky's made a mistake. Probably just got into the power way too early.
Yep. Easy to do there, get on the throttle early on the exit and just oversteer the car around.
Green Goats! Green Goats is around, and that is surely car damage. Yes, it is. It is rear wing damage. Green Goats' race has gone from bad to worse. And now with rear wing damage, you would think, yeah, just look at that. Just look at that. That's probably his race done. And now
Flex
comes
might have
Flex.
a look at Blade, yeah.
Flex, the other Flex Sector 1, it's George, and Flex makes the move, but Evil Blade looking for the switchback of dreams. He holds back, he holds back. Wow, that has been an opening 4 laps.
Yeah, there's been some good battles. Not sure what happened to Goats there. He must have just got on the power a little early. Got the tyres too hot through Sector 1 and oversteered. But yeah, it happens easily here. You can really cook the tyres through the first sector as Goats is around again. It's just, oh, it's going bad here. He's got no front wing now either. That is not good at all. He's coming in.
Yeah.
So we're still seeing Blade and Flexo going at it hard too. There's not much between them.
And this helps the Wash just to try and catch up to the likes of Scotty and Benno.
Yeah. So we've got a quick look at the winners and losers.
Oh,
Flex.
what
a move!
I think Flex just gets out of the way, but he's not turning off ERS, so he might. Oh, now it's off. He does have
Blade's on the field again.
He's
Loves it.
He has DRS, so that's probably what Flex was trying to do, to get the DRS. But he's going to send it again, and there's War Machine not that far behind, and Flex is down in the inside and gets the move done.
Nicely parked on the apex on the exit too, making sure that switchback wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
A little battle going on here.
Another yellow flag against George again.
He's having a mare at the moment. He's got no front wing again.
And yeah, you're right. Evil Blade is underfilled, so he'll be hoping if either a VSC or a safety car to come out. As I said, it's very hard to save fuel around here, as I found out last night. Even with 3 virtuals and a safety car, still could not get my fuel under. Or on target, I should say. An Evil Blade down the inside. He makes no contact. Oh, there's the contact. And Evil Blade is out. That could be a safety car.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be. Double wave yellows.
Oh no, it's a safety car. But at least it kind of brings everybody in, except for George. Unless the top, 5 come in, which you would think they would. Yeah, George stays out. He can get his lap back here.
Yeah, he'd definitely want to. And you'd think the top, the top group would be all pitting, surely.
Yeah. George just...
Oh, George. Just going backwards at the moment.
Just stay out, George, and let the top 5 all come in.
Yep. Sure.
He's going to get DSQ'd in a moment. So Sparky gets rid of his 5-second penalty. Onto the mediums. Going to be a bit of a stretch to make it all the way to the end. Gringo's back on another set of softs, by the way. If I'm Goffey, I'm staying out. On the hards, you could potentially lead this race.
Yep. 100%.
And
that was the strat from the start, I think. And
yeah.
Could pay off here.
Yeah, Benno's in. I'm expecting all the soft runners to come in. If Goffey just stays out, he could be either potentially leading this race or be very close to it.
Yes.
Bennett's on another set
100%.
of softs, by the way, which is interesting.
It's evil in the chat. That was shit. Yep. Spewing evil. Unlucky. It was a good battle between you and Flex going there too. That's unlucky, mate. There's a can happen on that exit. Trying to get left of going into the right. As George has stayed out, but he hasn't made up positions.
There,
He's still behind Scotty and Benno. That's gonna hurt.
That's really unfortunate. Boulder stays out as well, which is interesting. So, Wash and Benno have come in on the softs, which...
Well, that's committed them to a two-stop. That's, yeah. And, I mean, the mediums aren't going to go to the end tier either, are they?
Well, we'll probably be going about lap 9. You can never know.
Yeah, if they want to stretch them, yeah. Good shout. Could get interesting.
No.
Brings the likes of Sparky right back into it, who's had a bit of a mare of a race so far, to be fair. But it's his chance to get right back in the race.
Yeah. Maybe it was the right strat for Kirko's up into the points. And on the mediums, on the correct tyre, the softs will be quick, but Boulder's definitely going to be falling down by the weight side. The 6 laps just way too much tyre wear. I'm surprised he stayed out. But
Yeah,
if
by the
I'm
end of the
Goffy, I'm
safety
just going as long as I can. Maybe even going to a set of softs for the final run.
Yeah. Yep. Just coming home strong at the end. Putting as much pace through the car as you can on the light car. Good shout. I like it. But yeah, I mean, you'd be borderline pitting on those softs by the end of the safety car. You know, even if it was racing conditions around. So, and what, lap 9, lap 10 sort of thing. Surely you'd be in on the softs. But I mean, yeah, it's a ballsy call. See what happens with Boulder. See what happens. Hopefully there's no dramas. But this should make it interesting. Personally, I think I would have gone to the hearts here, trying to go to the end.
Yeah.
But at least you know you'll get to the end then.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I mean, George can definitely go to the end, so there's an actual another safety car. Could still potential get his lap back.
100%.
So unfortunately, George has not got his lap back, but he's pretty close to it. So if these two make a mistake, George can just fly off into the sunsetting, just push. He can still go to the end. Needs another 3 retirements to get into the points.
Yep.
And it can very well happen.
Yeah, it's not out of the question. I mean, it's definitely not out of the question around here.
But unfortunately, George will have to serve 2 drive-through penalties, which he'll have to do it back-to-back. So, yeah, as soon as safety car's in this lap, George just serve your drive-through penalties one after the other. Get them done quickly.
That's going to put him a fair way back as well, unfortunately. He's got to be careful on this restart too. I saw him pull up next to Scotty. Do not want to be interfering in the battle at the front.
Yeah.
So he's going to make a few people very angry. But anyway, safety car in this lap. Hopefully it's all clean and steady. Yeah. He's also opting for the Iceman route. Not heating up the tyres at all.
You want to have minimal tire wear as possible, but to have as much heat in them.
Yeah, those hards are going to be pretty skatey when they're cold. Sector 1 could get tasty.
So it'll be interesting to see when Benno does go. And he's gone
He's
now.
off.
Oh, there
yep,
goes
cold
Jaws.
tyres.
There goes Jaws.
Unlucky.
Oh, Scotty! Scotty! Oh, George is disqualified for the wrong way. Oh, and Scotty McNeely loses it, and Goffey and Flex, nothing doing there. Might have been a illegal overtake, and Awash is right behind Scotty Mackey. Awash could be looking for a P2 here, and this could very much help him out in the driver's standings as well as the constructors. With Gummo Kebab also into the points. And Goffey! I think Goffey's just letting drivers go through. Has he got damage? Or the cars might be just a little bit too hard. And Sparky makes a move. Oh! He nearly makes the move onto Gummo Kebab, but Kebab stays, and Goffey down into P9, Stroke Race P8. Gringotes is up in the P7, hunting down War Machine, and Gringotes gets the move done. His Bold is up in the P7, but he's on Anapod Softs. He needs to get rid of him as soon as possible. And War Machine...
Yeah, a long way to go.
Yeah. War Machine on the mediums just lets Gringotes go, but from War Machine, I'm just using Gringotes as a bit of a DRS pull to try and catch up to the rest of the field. As Benno sets the fastest lap of the race, obviously, he's on the softs as War Machine cuts the final corner. An absolute treat there, like he was going trick-or-treating. And here comes Stroke Race. He's going to send one on the inside at turn 1. As George has left the session, he has thrown his Xbox into the Atlantic Ocean and bowled around the outside. Still has grip on those tyres. Gets the move done, stays P7. Now War Machine just needs to stay within that 1 second mark. Sparky, 3 second time penalty. That is not going to help his cause in one way or another. Especially if there's going to be a late safety car.
Oh, Sparky. Oh, wow. At the inside. And... Oh!
Oh!
Stroke has lost it. Jumbo's off track. It's all happening back here.
Kirko is absolutely frothing at the mouth at the moment. He could be potential P7 if these drivers keep battling. I think Goffey might have got some wing damage. And as I said, Gringotes is caught back up to Flex, and War Machine has done exactly that. Be within that 1 second mark of Gringotes and just let him pull you along.
Yep, that's all he's got to do now. Just try to stay with him. He's really hoping Flex slows up Gringotes a little bit, though, at the moment. But he's driving really clean at the moment, old War. He's doing a good job. Just hanging in there in 6th place, middle of the pack.
Yeah, Flex 63. Oh, it's Kirko. The pre-race favourite, according to Sportsbet. He spun it again. Oh, Gumbo, 3 second time penalty, and oh my god. Well, that was... Oh, dear! And into the fence, Gringotes goes. And that is even more wing damage, you would think. Oh, dear. Oh, and it's all it is all gone wrong.
He has no rear wing left.
It's all gone wrong for the Aston Martin driver, and it looks like Aston would not be improving their constructors. As War Machine's now right behind Flex here. War Machine's right behind Flex here. Same tyre strat. Flex seems to have no pace whatsoever. And War Machine down the inside. Will he stay ahead of Flex? Yes, he does. Now,
move.
7.5 seconds between Awash and Scotty. And Awash is right behind Scotty Mackey as Gumbo and Stroke Racer go on at it like last night's pizza. And now things seem to calm down just a tad.
Yep, just for now. But he's into a bit of a groove. Awash is actually really close to the back of Scotty.
Scotty Mack has no ERS, by the way. No ERS.
Awash has a little look there. He thinks better of it. He's going to wait for that back straight to really have a run on him here. Those softs seem to be working a treat at the moment. Benno's just driven away at the front of the softs. He's gone. 6 seconds up the road.
And with Scotty Mack having that time penalty, this is an opportunity for Benno's. Flex gets another time penalty. Yes, it's 6 seconds. Sparky a time penalty as well. Boulders stayed out 11 laps on those soft tyres.
And he's doing alright. He's still hanging on in P7. So
if he were the pit, where would that put him?
Had a drop in down the last, I believe, by the looks of it.
Yeah, and Awash makes the move on Scotty. Scotty backs out of it. And Awash is now up into P2. As Flex and War Machine are going at it.
Oh, is War going to hold on? He's got a little deep there. Is he going to go for the over-under? No. Flex gets it done. Good move. Good move. Stayed in it.
Oh, the dirty air.
Oh.
It's going to be interesting with the new cars. And oh, that is War Machine a penalty. Well, that was coming 3 laps ago. Bolt Eden now gets another time penalty. So the penalties are starting to come thick and fast. So if there's going to be a late safety car, well, a lot of these drivers going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yellow Flex, Green Goats is out. Is that a safety car?
Yep. Yep, that's a safety car, and Boulder's in. He's timed it perfectly. But it's still going to leave him at the back, possibly. I don't know. This will be interesting. See who pits this lap.
Well, you think the top 2 will?
Yeah.
Maybe even Goffey just slap on those mediums, and everybody will be on those set of mediums.
Yeah, that's till the end.
Actually, I'm predicting maybe everybody to come in onto the mediums.
Yeah, may as well now. 100%.
Actually,
they got a fresh set.
Actually, Sparky. Oh, yep, Sparky came on the hard. So, yep. So who? So it's gonna be Benno, Awash, and Goffey to do their quote-unquote first pit stops. Even though Awash and Benno went soft, Goffey has not pitted at all. So this is going to be interesting now. And as I said, Benno is in. Onto the mediums. Awash is in. Scotty Mack's even in. Well, that's interesting. Goffey's
no, Goffey. Spewing.
Oh, Sparky! Oh. It's soft
it's done
for
well
Scott.
Too. It's going to hurt. That's going to hurt big time. The Williams are looking good too in 5th and 6th, so doing well. Surely think that's going to put Sparky back at the back again, fortunately.
Yeah. Gumbo stays out.
And
Goko stays out.
Yeah, Stroker stays out too. Stroker Ace, he's up into P5 now. Sparky's on an old set of meds. He's got 2 lap old meds, but that's not going to hurt it too much.
Nah, you wouldn't think so. Half race distance now.
Yeah.
You would expect to see him come in to go to the end.
You think about softs till the end. Scotty Mac and War Machine have opted for them.
Well,
Pretty
Boulder,
big call.
yeah, Boulder took him what 12 laps.
Yep.
So
We'll surely have another lap of safety car here because I do believe it has to do a lap. So yeah, it's gonna be close.
if I'm Sparky and if Sparky's in the chat, as soon as safety car comes in, do your drive through straight away. Don't wait the 3 laps. Just do it straight away. If I'm Sparky.
If you wait 3 laps and a safety car comes out in those 3 laps, and then you're stuck out again with your drive through.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, definitely a good strat. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it and get on with it. There's only one more car to DNF before you get points anyway. So
Yeah.
as I just saw your introduction to Rapid, by the way, about us talking about the movie Top Gun. So had a bit of a
Well,
giggle
we
there.
haven't had a chance to talk about anything else. It's just this race has been crazy.
Yeah, it's been a lot happening. Sparky's in the chat asking if he can go in the lap the safety car goes in. I think he can.
Yeah, you can. So as soon as
Yeah.
safety car comes up, says safety car in this lap, do your drive through. Do not say box now. Just go in. Just drive in and do your drive through. I mean, there has been patches, so I don't know if they've patched that up. But from what I've known and have done on this game, you can as soon as safety car's in this lap, just take it straight away. By the way, Kirko net P3. No penalties.
Yeah. Yep. These pens are really coming to bite some people. It is a very
Kirko
pen-heavy
to
track,
win.
though. It is very easy to run a little bit wide here. Kirko to win. That's it.
Kirko to win.
First.
Net P3, 7 lap old mediums. It's going to be tough, but I think he can do it. I think he can do it.
Yep. 100%. It's a pen-heavy track too. It's so easy to get a penalty around here. Just run the tiniest bit wide, trying to use too much of a corner. And yeah, I'm looking at 12 seconds tomorrow night, I reckon, to be honest. So.
I got 9 last time, but one of them was absolutely fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
It was yeah. Lose the
Robbed.
back end, get a 3-second time penalty for me. So that was the story of my night.
Yep. Because losing the back end isn't painful enough. Here's 3 seconds just to add insult to injury. Why not?
Yeah.
Gotta love F1. Thank you, Cody's. Why do we punish ourselves? Ugh. It's Benno still in front. Has not been out of the lead of the race the entire time. He's been cruising, really. Doing a job.
Here it is. Save the cut in this lap. So if I'm Sparky, I'm coming in this lap to do my drive-through penalty. That way you only have the 3-second penalty next to your name, but I'm pretty sure you'll catch up to the rest of the field pretty quickly, I would assume.
Yeah. Coming through.
Goffy, Kirko, the goat of no pens. Well, Ben and Awash, no pens as well. Not sure what the warning situation is between Benno, Awash and Kirko.
Have a look.
But we're going to go green flag racing any moment, so we'll have a look later on. So safety car's in the pits. And it's green flag racing. It's go, go, go. And Benno stays ahead.
Oh, Scotty with the send.
Well, game.
Oh.
Game, give us a better camera angle, man. Oh my god. And now we get a
He's not
helicopter
playing
shot.
around.
Well, this is fantastic. Sparky's taken his drive-through penalty, so that is fantastic. Actually, Sparky has 6 seconds of penalty, so luckily he did that. I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure Sparky will catch up to the rest of the field anyway, as Scotty sends it on the inside, and he's taking P2 like it was last night's pizza, sitting on the kitchen counter waiting to be microwaved. As War Machine takes P7, as that is for net position. So War Machine now is on a charge. He's going to go through the rest of the field like no tomorrow's. Benno and Scotty going to go side by side, are they? Benno and Scotty. Benno goes very deep as Scotty looking for the switchback of dreams. We're on board with the Washful's POV. Scotty around the outside, Benno on the inside, and Scotty back with the better traction. Gets the move done as Flex and Gumbo are going side by side apparently. We'll go and have a look, and Flex is still behind Gumbo's. War Machine is right there behind them, and these are for net positions. Gumbo goes so far wide, he went to NASA and back. He thought he was doing astrology here tonight instead of F1 racing. And War Machine is hunting like he's on like he's hunting a fish. And
Flex with the move on Gumbo, yeah. Up the inside nicely. It's done real well. Scotty Mack, new leader of the race, first time in 17 laps. He's going to have to bridge that gap though. He's got 3 seconds of pens as Machine runs wide there.
Oh, well, Wash now gets a 3-second time penalty. So now the podium fight is on the cards for the likes of Gumbo and War Machine. Can War Machine get onto the podium here? Ladies and gentlemen, no DRS as yet. As Gumbo Kebab is looking for a kebab, but now's not the time for it. As Sparky's closed up onto Boulder like no tomorrow, and he could be on to score some points. War Machine going to get sent on the inside, is he? That's a majestic corner cut for War Machine right there. That is how you use one of your corner cutting tokens. Not to say we encourage drivers to use corner cutting tokens. It's a tactical ploy. And the Wash is now falling a bit behind Benno here. Scotty Matt with fastest lap of the race.
Flying. He's absolutely blitzing it on those soft tyres.
Looking for a bit of coffee at the moment as a stroke race would not get it off the AstroTurf. And Goffey's going to make the move onto stroke race for P7. What a move. And War Machine of stroke race looking for the switchback of dreams, gets the move done. And he stays ahead of Goffey. Boulder is now right behind Kirko. Let's have a look at Big War Machine. The gap between Flex and Wash is 4 seconds. That is not what War Machine needs. As Gumbo Kebab gets another time penalty. And Goffey still behind him. There's a battle pack forming between Kirko, Boulder and Sparky for 9th, 10th and 11th. One of those three drivers is going to miss out on points here. You'd be absolutely spewing if you finish P11 from here on out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You'd be kicking yourself.
War Machine looking for the move on the outside, but Flex stays the inside and holds P4. Flex is holding War Machine up an absolute treat, and Boulder and Kirko are going side by side and nearly 3 wide off the exit. And Kirko, oh! Oh dear! Well,
3 do not go into 1, unfortunately, and that's what happened just there.
Well, that was certainly interesting. And War Machine now with DRS. Will he look to send it on the inside? And there's Goffey as well. And nothing doing at turn 1. Let's have a look at Goffey and stroke race. And Goffey breaks really early, which is surprising. Oh, well, that's probably wing damage for Goffey right there. And you would think maybe a penalty coming Sparky's way.
Yeah, stroking.
War Machine and Flex, I caught the back end of that. Well, War Machine is up in the P4 now.
He got it done one way or another, didn't he? I didn't actually see what happened there, but I'm sure if it's a problem, it'll be in the stewards. But yeah, he's through. He's through to, you know, P4. He's doing a job at the moment, old ball, on the softs. As yeah, stroke race could definitely be in a bit of trouble for braking on the apex. But we'll see what happens. As now, Stroke is going to have a run on flex.
Flex.
Doesn't look to have damage.
Oh,
Sounded alright.
Goffy looking for the switchback of dreams, but he backs out of it as Flex is really struggling for pace here. Maybe he got car damage earlier on?
He might have got damage from that contact before just then.
No, well maybe. But maybe the lap 1 incident as well?
Yeah, true. Yeah. Goffy, I think, wisely stays out of that, to be honest, so we'll say as well. Oh, there you go.
Well,
Goffy.
Flex and Stroke Race both doubled, trying to bluff each other, but they're both in.
It's not a bluff if you both pit. It's definitely not a bluff.
Yeah.
That didn't work, boys. Fair enough. Onto the softs. Come flying home at the end. If they can get a safety car here, it'll help them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they might be fighting on pit exit here. No, I think Boulder's going to get past him. Yep, he does.
Well, at least one of them anyway.
He's past one of them, yeah. Oh. The rest of the grid is sort of spaced out a bit, really. Benno's doing a good job to stay within 3 seconds of Scotty. Still 8 laps to go, but he's doing the job at the moment. He's just holding on. Because you'd think those tyres on Scotty's, softs on Scotty's car would be starting to really feel the heat here. As I say that, he pulls 4 more tenths on him. So, I mean, he's trying.
So
the guy wondering.
The question will be is when does the softs start to die out just that little bit?
Yeah.
Will we see a late safety car?
It's definitely not out of the question. Especially with the little battle going on in the back here.
We've had 2.
Oh, that was weird. Okay. Flex that is bugged out on my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like he just straight lined Boulder, but he didn't. Just game lagged. My bad. Sorry. Having a good fight actually at the back end.
Benno now starting to pick up the pace here. Under 2 seconds. Yep. Now Scotty Mac could be starting to struggle on his soft tyres.
Oh! Contact. Fast right between Flex and Boulder. Boulder managed to save it. But yeah, no, those softs could be dying. I mean, how many laps old are they now? They'll be cooking.
Well, there's 8 to go.
6 lap olds?
Yeah, 6 lap olds. It's, yeah, not out of the question of maybe a last lap puncture.
A lot of laps to go on them.
And it looks like War Machine is also having some trouble trying to catch up to a wash. 10 seconds is the gap. And Gumbo and Goffy are not that far. Goffy could be a late shot for a top 4 maybe? He's right behind, it was not right behind, but he's close enough to Gumbo to overtake him if the race were to end now. He's within that 3-second mark. A Stroke Race has got Kirko on the back straight. Scotty Mac's still no, he can't, it's very hard to save the ERS around here.
Yeah.
It's the first and last sectors, then the back straight just drains it out, and the pit straight as well.
Yep, 100%. If you don't save it, it just doesn't seem to come back around here. It's a tough track to use it on. But as you said, not out of the question for a late safety car here, but Benno is gaining as Flex gets a 3 seconds and an overtake. Or something happened anyway. I don't know if he got an overtake, but...
Yeah, I'm thinking it was an overtake.
Oh. Yeah, it might have been, yeah. That's right, he's just come out on fresh softs, hasn't he? Yes, he has. So him and Stroker coming back through the pack. 14 seconds, though. I can't see that happening. Just left it a little bit late, I think.
Kirko cannot fall behind Stroke Race and Flex with the amount of penalties that they've got. Kirko needs to stay on pace with them. Well, 7 to go. There's every possibility for a late safety car, and that were to happen. They don't win Kirko. Watch out for those two jumping up the order. Still no penalties for those two. And Goffey's catching up to Gumbo here. And War Machine's in.
Yeah.
War Machine's in. Scotty Mac's staying out. So War
He's
Machine,
had enough of those tyres.
War Machine does have the gap between himself and Stroke Race. I'm assuming War Machine's gone onto another set of soft tyres.
Yep, you would be correct. He's on another fresh set, so he will be flying at the end here, but has he left it too late? He's not that far behind Sparky and Goffey, so he could get back in the mix there by the end of the race for sure. As I will do a quick shout out to Mansell and Jason is back. What's going on, lads? Saying hi in the chat real quick. How he's going?
How we doing, lads? How we doing?
Yeah.
So the story of the race so far is we've had 2 safety cars, we have a disqualification, we had a full wide start light moment heading into turn number 1. That was a big domino effect. We've had drive-through penalties. We've had 2 safety cars. A third one's not out of the possibility. Ooh, Gumbo and Goffey going side by side. So I'm expecting Sparky and War Machine to do some bit of team orders, and Goffey nearly hits the back of Gumbo.
They're fighting hard. Love to see it.
If I'm Sparky, I'm letting War Machine through. So that gets another time penalty. That's 12 seconds. The gap is 5 seconds between Flex and Kirk. Kirk, oh dear, what is Flex doing?
Is he just... he looks like he might have just given up here. He's just cutting, and I'm on Flex. We are watching. This is league racing.
I'm expecting Flex to come into the pits to retire. That's what I'm expecting, and that is correct. Well, he's in the pits. 5 second penalty. Yep, there it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If he's retiring, I guess it's not all that.
Oh, War Machine, no!
Oh, and Boulder.
That is not what War Machine needs.
No, that's going to hurt him.
Yeah.
Big time.
Especially with Goffey. Goffey is in shout with a top 4 here. Front 3 are gone. This could be a really good day for the Alfa Romeos. They're 3-4 currently. But if Goffey were to get a penalty or something, this could help him out in the constructors as Sparky's let War Machine go through.
Yep. That's a good shout too. Just let him go. Let him try to get in there with Gumbo, try to get that extra position. He's not too far up the road.
So yeah, if I'm Sparky, I'm just tailing War Machine to catch up to Gumbo, because that is for net position. But the Goffey situation now for War Machine has just got a little bit tricky, but he's on the soft, so can he pull... Well, firstly, he needs to overtake Goffey and then pull a 3-second gap. Can War Machine do it as Goffey runs a little bit wide? Yeah, like 6, that's Scotty! Scotty's, I think, he's had a puncture.
Oh, no.
He's had a puncture. He's got no wing.
Looks like it.
He's got no wing. No puncture.
Is it a puncture? No. The tyres are just giving up on him.
Yeah.
And
War Machine's just pulled a double. War Machine's on for a podium here.
Oh, wow. What's going on to Goffey? Something's going on with Goffey. He's going very slowly here.
I'm trying to get a good angle. think
He's still got his front wing.
yeah. War Machine's on for a podium.
Yeah, Scotty would be spewing right about now.
Well, the saving grace for Scotty is he's got a really long lead to War Machine.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I mean, he's probably going to come out just behind that group there, you'd think. But
Oh, Gumbo hits the back end of Sparky, and Goffy's taken over Gumbo. Oh, this... Can War Machine get onto the podium? What is going on, Mr. Jack? How are we doing? There is Scotty. There is War Machine. Scotty has one less penalty than Scotty. Sparky, can he get ahead? Scotty, he's out now. He's out now. The gap is 5.5 seconds. 6 seconds. With 3 laps to go. Can War Machine get onto the podium? Can he stay on the podium? Oh, that's probably a warning for Scotty. Let's just have a look at the warnings for Scotty. He's 1 away from a penalty, is Scotty. He is 1 away from another penalty, so Scotty does not want to get another warning.
No, not at all, but he's already taken a massive chunk out of War Machine's time. He's already taken almost a second out of War's time. So if you can just keep it on the straight and narrow, you think he still might be able to snag a podium here.
Williams are going to have an absolute payday in the Constructors. 3rd and 5th, but I'm expecting Sparky to go down to at least P7. War Machine to P4.
Fortunately, the pens have hurt them here. I've heard a lot of people, though. As I said before, it is a very pen-heavy track, so...
Oh, there's the penalty! So now,
Ooh.
with 2 to go.
He's got to do it on track.
He has to do it on track.
Ooh.
Exactly.
It's going to get tasty. He's coming. He's flying. He's down into 3.8 seconds already. He's absolutely flying right now.
War Machine does have 2 warnings up his sleeve before he gets another penalty. So he does have a corner cutting token up his sleeve, but I'm thinking you just save that for the final corner. If you can. And Sparky's already got a 3.3 second gap to Goffy. He needs to get another 2.5 seconds if he wants to stay in the top 5. Stroke Race gets another time penalty. 9 seconds. Kirko's going to get P9 by the looks of it. But it's 20 seconds. There's no more safety cars can come out. This is the battle for the final podium spot. Benno is going to win this race. So watch will we get a fantastic P2 for Alfa Romeo. And there is War Machine. Final lap. But these two are still coming into the triple right-hander. That's how big of a gap Benno does have. Both of them want similar ERS as War Machine goes very deep. That is not what War Machine needs. Scotty Mack with the fastest lap of the race. Final lap. Neither of them have got any ERS. Scotty sends it on the inside. And War Machine looking for the switchback of dreams. And Scotty is up into P3. That's not what War Machine needs. War Machine has now thrown away a podium. He has definitely thrown away a podium because of that massive mistake.
Oh. Got a feel for him. He's driven a good race today too.
He needs to stay within DRS though. and he will get DRS. This is his final opportunity on this back straight. He will have DRS, but Scotty Mac is so far up ahead.
Either of them with any ERS.
He's gaining, but it's not going to be enough. That one mistake has cost War Machine a podium. And Benno across the line is going to win the USA Grand Prix. A Washful will come home to a respectable P2. And the fight is still on, but I think that's all she wrote. Scotty Mac will get onto the podium. That one mistake on the final corner has cost War Machine a podium, and well, that just says it all. It is a 3-second time penalty for War Machine, and Scotty gets onto the podium. Well, Sparky is going to get a top 5. It's a 4-5 for Williams Racing. What a race for them both anyway. There it is. Goffey will get P6. Gumbo will get P7. Stroke Race will get P8 in the end. And Kirko and Boulder will get 9 and 10. 2 and 1 points.
Wow, what a finish. What a finish.
No, you did it, War Machine. You made a mistake.
Kirko comes home P9, and Boulder coming through the final sector will finish it off in P10 and get his first point of the season, I believe. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, I believe so.
Sneaky peek at that. Team standings. Yes, it will be his first points of the season for Boulder. First point of the season. So congratulations to him.
Yep. And Scoffy, driver of the day. Fair enough.
Yep. Great drive from Goffey.
We'll get the podium celebrations and get the top 3 in. That was a fantastic race. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Div 1 is coming up in about half an hour's time. Nearly said it. Nearly said it. Div 1 coming out half an hour's time with Rapid Pajala. He's back in the comms box once again. He's going to commentate Rapid Kahoot driving into the safety car once again if it comes out for Div 1. So Benno, we'll invite him. We'll get a wash. We'll invite him. And Scotty Mac. What could have been for Scotty? He gets the fast lap point as well. So it's a 3-8 for Alpine with the fast lap point as well. They get big points. Williams as well get big points. McLaren at 6 and 9. They get double-digit points as well. Alfa Romeo get big points, 2 and 7. Benno, the only Merc driver here tonight. And Boulder with the lone Ferrari point as well. As we'll get everybody in. Yes, it is. Everybody, don't forget to include the audio. Just make sure you do. And we'll start off with P3 man Scotty Mac. Can you hear us?
I can. Hello, gentlemen.
Well, it's not the result you wanted, but
it's definitely bittersweet. Yeah, that pen ruined me. And I knew I had to get that 3-second gap, and I cooked my tires. Benno was absolutely flying. He had like a 7 or 8 second gap on us. So I kind of did the reverse of what he did, thinking I could push. I cooked my tires. He was way too fast. He definitely deserved that win. He'd been on point all day.
Yeah, it was big interesting. So I caught the back end of your incident. Can you just let us know what happened there? Because we thought puncture, but it wasn't a puncture. Did you just lose the rears or?
Yeah. So I jumped on the ERS too soon. I was trying to break the DRS toe, hoping that Benno would get a penalty, and then it was all the same going round, and then he had to actually overtake me on track. But yeah, couldn't couldn't do it. I tried everything that I had, but yeah, my tires were gone by the end. So it wasn't a bad thing to pit last 3 laps, fresh tires. Yeah, but it just wasn't to be.
Yeah, War Machine saying I'll let Scotty Mac through, but no,
No,
War
I
Machine.
definitely had pace
No,
on him.
no, War Machine. You made a mistake at the final corner. We all caught it. But GG's well-deserved P2. Jish, any questions or comments or anything
No.
for Scotty?
Good race, man. Congrats. Good little battle at the beginning with Green Goats too. That was entertaining. That was good to watch. So.
Yeah, well, I got my first warning. He kind of pushed me off the side. I was like, I kind of knew from that point he wasn't going to give it up too easy. And I mean, he spun out all on his own. I guess there's going to be more of these battles. I feel like Benno and Green Goats, and even Panesh when he's in. It's going to be a nice little battle.
Yeah,
So
it's been really good to watch.
End of the season will be spicy, so everyone tune in.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on Mexico for next week?
I'm excited. Yeah, this USA isn't a strong track for me, but Mexico, bring it on. I'm excited.
Well, GG's well-deserved P3. Well, hopefully we'll see you
Thank
back
you.
on the podium next week for Mexico. As we move swiftly on to P2,
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
man. A wash full, mate. What a drive. For most of the race, you were just on your own, minding your own business.
It was a bit of a lonely race, yeah. The front 3 were definitely faster than me, but bit of a survival of the fittest, and I learnt that from Muck Ping. He showed me the way last night, and yeah, no, glad to get second.
Big points for Alfa Romeo, as well as your teammate getting P7, so helping you out in the constructors. What are your thoughts on Mexico for next week?
I'm a fan of Mexico as well. You know, me and my housemate Nick, we practice on this a lot, so I should be prepped and ready to go for Mexico.
Just wait. Any questions
Nice.
or
No.
comments?
That sounds awesome. I'm excited to see next week. The boys seem like they're all keen for Mexico, so it should make for some really good racing. I'm excited for it, and congrats on the P2. Good job, man.
Thanks,
Just did
sir.
what you needed to do.
That was it.
Yeah,
Well, GG's.
that's it. Well done. Yeah.
GG's. We'll move swiftly on to P1, man. Richie Benno is back on the podium. Well, I think this is his first race win. Mate, how does that one feel?
Oh, I'm sweating here, but yeah, that was a good win. I have to give it to Scotty Mack because he did amazing on those softs. They must have been really, really struggling after like 14 laps or something. And just to rub salt in the wounds, I got my second warning just before he spun, so I was really on the edge of trying to reel him in. But I really wanted to win it on track. I didn't want to stay 3 seconds behind him. I wanted to actually overtake, so I was really going for the win on track. But and also shout out to Codemasters because I actually picked the strategy that Scotty Mack was on. I wanted soft, medium, softs, but Codemasters glitched me onto soft softs. So there you go, worked out in my favour.
Yeah, but it was kind of the same question as a wash. Bit of a lonely race for you towards the end. Bit a 10-second win.
Yeah, it was. But for your first win, that's kind of not so bad because I could just really take it easy and seal the deal. So it was disappointing that I couldn't have a battle with Scotty that he spun, but you know, them's the breaks. So I'm a bit scared. Everyone's talking about Mexico next week. I haven't actually really raced Mexico much at all, so I'm a bit scared.
Well, we look forward to seeing that. Jishway, any questions or comments on Richie Benno?
Firstly, congrats. You got it done this week. In the bottle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks. I just
Congrats,
have
man. It
to
was an awesome race.
give a shout
Awesome
out to
race.
Kahoot too, because I was using Kahoot's time trial setup to try and up my pace and showed good pace in time trial. And then I used his setup in a practice race last night, and I just spun every time. Once the tires got when I was spinning, I was like, oh crap, I need to get a race set up. So I was struggling today to try and find something that would work, and it did. So there you go.
Yeah, those Div 1 setups are insane, eh? They're so tailored. I don't know how
Yeah,
they
they
do
are.
it, man. I really don't.
don't know.
Like, they're crazy. They're another level. But yeah, congrats, man. Well done on the win. Good drive.
Thanks for doing it.
No worries. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it here for Div 4 at USA. But don't go anywhere. Div 1 is coming up very, very shortly with Mr. Rapid Bajala. We'll see you all next week for Mexico. Until then, it is goodbye. And we will all see you at Mexico for Div 4. It's going to be one hell of a race, especially into turn 1, 2, and 3.